So you've not had any kind of like scary things happen? Because like I've got stories, man.
Nothing like supernatural. Nothing
supernatural. Hypernatural.
Yeah, nothing extremely natural.
So the most natural fucking experience you've ever seen.
Hello, it's I was trying to do.
Hello, everybody. My name
Hello,
is
everybody,
Luke
and welcome to Playing Favorites podcast. My favorite color is blood red. My favorite animal, a vampire bat. My favorite co-host
is dead.
Oh, Jesus.
See, we want to keep the intro spooky.
Okay, that's your narrative is you're a ghost this episode.
Yeah, I'm a ghost. You're a vampire.
Okay.
We're hanging out in a creepy attic or a haunted house.
Yeah.
There's a roaring
This
fire.
is the Addams Family.
Yeah, exactly. And like the episode would start if this was a visual medium, it would start with like a slow pan to like towards the haunted house, and then like you'd see it's all dusty and like abandoned, and then there's us sat in the smoking room with like martinis. I guess I don't know what we'd be.
You're a ghost. You can't drink.
Oh shit, I can't.
I'm a vampire.
That's right. Look, I'd be drinking spirits. There you go. First Halloween pun of the episode. Got it in. There you go.
Nice.
Perfect. Well, Luke, here we are. I'm excited. This is our first special episode.
It's a themed.
Yeah.
Well, they're all themed, I guess.
Yes, it's our first themed episode.
We're talking about our favorite monsters.
Halloween monster, Luke.
Halloween monster. Which is upsetting because I did want to say Godzilla originally, but legally not a Halloween
monster. Godzilla is a Christmas movie.
For tax reasons.
Yeah, for tax reasons. We can't go with that. Disappointingly, this isn't really one where there's a Wikipedia page.
It's another. We keep doing them.
Yeah, it's difficult, but I found 13 fiendish etymologies. Oh, I didn't even realize this was etymologies for Halloween monsters, and it's got like a big list.
I googled Halloween monsters and looked on images, and there's a lot of pictures that have like here's like 20 different Halloween monsters.
Oh, that's
this
nice.
one has vampire and lady vampire.
Oh, okay. They're two separate ones.
Yeah, they are. It is the only monster on this list that has two of the same monster, and one of them is a lady, and one of them is a.
You say that. I mean, I guess it's
a gentleman.
I guess it's like. Well, you say that. I guess it's like because there's Frankenstein, and yeah, the emails are already coming in. I know. I know. It's the monster. It's Frankenstein's monster.
Harry, intelligence is knowing that Frankenstein is the scientist.
Yeah.
Wisdom is knowing that Frankenstein is the monster.
I've heard that. I can't remember.
And
I've heard of
charisma is convincing the monster that he's a fruit salad.
That's exactly it. I was going to say, like, I thought you were going to say, I don't know what the actual phrase is. I don't know where I've heard that from, but I know it ends in the knowledge to put it in a salad or something like that.
Intelligence is knowing that tomato is a fruit.
That's what it is, yeah.
Wisdom is knowing that tomato doesn't go in a fruit salad.
Yes, I was like...
And charisma is knowing that you can sell a tomato fruit salad as salsa.
Right, okay, there you go. And that's why I was expecting you to say that you can include Frankenstein in a fruit salad, but that's beyond the point. But what the original point I was going to make was that there's Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein. You know, the lady one?
That is a good point.
Which doesn't
work. They are two different creatures.
Because... It should be the Bride of Frankenstein's monster, actually. So, I'm just saying, like...
That's a fucking good point, Harry.
I'm just saying, like, the haters, they think they're right. It's like the seasons thing all over again, where people are like, yeah, you can always take off layers. Yeah, I know. I've thought about this, okay? It's fine. God, look, we're already minutes in.
You sound really upset about
riled.
this one.
That's okay. Well, because it's like one of those pedantic points where it's like...
Yeah, no, I do generally think... Everyone knows... Yeah. The thing is, right, I think if I was like 8 years old and you said, well, did you know actually that the monster is actually called Frankenstein's Monster, and Frankenstein was the name of the scientist who made it.
Hmm.
If I'm an 8-year-old, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
If I'm any older, I think, shut your fucking mouth. I know, okay? We all know. We've heard it.
This is the thing. Think about the XKCD comic, Luke. You're one of today's lucky 10,000.
Lucky 10,000.
Who's found out for the first time about
one of today's unlucky 6.9 billion people
who've been reminded that it's Frankenstein's monster and not Frankenstein. Yeah, well, I don't know. And I guess also it's one of those where, like, as long as you're not a dickhead about it, but even then, most people have probably heard of it, so you don't need to actually tell people. So I don't know. Frankenstein versus Frankenstein's monster. It's who cares? It's apples and oranges. No, wait, it's apples and they're the same thing.
Salsa.
So it's apples and having the knowledge to put apples in a fruit salad. There you go. What a weird start to the episode. That's right, everyone. Welcome to a Halloween episode. Woo! There we go. We just need to bring the mood back every now and then.
Harry, I want to talk to you about scary movies.
Oh, okay.
Because I think this is where most Halloween monsters have their... Other than, like, folklore.
Yeah.
I think in the modern day, most Halloween monsters get their sort of popularity from their movie appearances.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to you. What kind of Halloween movies do you enjoy, if any?
I've only seen one horror movie, I think.
Okay.
Oh no, we watched Mean Girls instead. No,
I've seen zero.
No. I have seen one. Sorry, I thought I might have seen two, but we watched Mean Girls instead. Which, in a way,
okay,
Mean Girls.
That's a Halloween monster right there.
Yeah, I don't know, but I've seen one spooky movie. And it was the Netflix original Malevolent, not to be confused with Maleficent, as many people often do.
I was about to say, that's not a horror movie.
Yeah. Look, I've told you this story before, and you made
know.
the same mistake.
I know.
Yeah. But I watched that, and I watched it when I was living in Swansea. I was studying there. And we decided it was like we'd only just sort of, met each other, and we wanted to be quirky students. So we went to watch it on the beach at night, and we sat on the beach watching it. This terrible Netflix piece of horror trash, and then we got cold and went and sat under the stairs of our building instead. So
did you finish the movie?
We did finish the movie. I don't remember much of what it was about, so don't worry, there won't be any spoilers for Malevolent. But it was kind of crap, and it's sort of generic. I think it had like students who were like, we don't believe in ghosts, and they like go to spooky houses and like, get rid of ghosts or record ghosts or things like that. And they're like, oh, we know it's not real, we'll stage it all, but we'll get Ricky to stand and bang on the wall or whatever. But then they go and it's actually haunted. And
there's a real ghost.
There's a real ghoul. And it's, yeah. And then there's like an extra hour after that. And I'm like, they're just fucking around at this point.
More things do happen, yeah.
Also, the way they've stylized the title on Netflix, they've really made the V in Malevolent look like a capital, so it does look like the title of this movie is Male Violent.
Male Violent.
Which would probably be maybe a documentary of some kind, I don't know. But it's not a very good movie, I would not recommend it, and I think it might be the only horror movie I've seen.
Okay. Alright.
Thoughts?
Fair enough. I don't have much else to say on that one. So that's the only horror movie you've seen?
I think so. Oh, I saw the first 3 minutes or so of Zodiac. And then I was like, I probably want to watch this with people. And I switched it off.
Okay.
And haven't watched it with people, so...
But Halloween movies don't have to necessarily be scary.
No, Luke, I think all of them are scary, and none of them relate to any other holidays either, such as Christmas. Well,
that's interesting.
Why, Luke? What were you about to say?
That's my favourite. I love that movie. I talk about it a lot.
What's the movie for the people who haven't clocked on?
It's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
It's my favourite movie.
Yeah.
I love Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Jack Skellington and all of his friends. Like Sally and Oogie Boogie.
Yeah, Luke. Okay, this is actually interesting because I've known that Nightmare Before Christmas is your favourite movie for some time, and yeah, I mean I've never seen it, and also I don't really know anything about it. I don't know who these people are you're talking about. What's the pitch?
It's got Jack Skellington.
Oh, the famous actor Jack Skellington's in it. Okay, wow.
Jack Skellington is in it. Well, so it's like it's an animated movie.
It's an anime, right?
It's an anime, yeah.
What is it? Tell me about it. Like, yeah, what happens?
There's Skellington.
Okay.
His name is Jack Skellington.
Clever, right?
Let's go back a bit. He lives in Halloween Town. You might have heard of it.
No, I actually haven't. Halloween Town.
Yes.
Okay, and is this what all the like living in Halloween Town? There's Frankenstein and
there's Finkelstein.
Okay, they're doing it like this.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's a lot of Halloween-y things.
Halloween adjacent.
Yeah.
Sure.
Although, really, Dr. Finkelstein is the only example of that. There isn't like a dude called fucking Cracula. That's
Cracula. He's in the sort of parts of the town you want to be wary of. You know, you don't want to go in alone at night.
So yeah, Jack Skellington. They do a celebration every year. You might have heard of it.
What's it called?
It's called Halloween.
My God.
Okay. And they all, they dress up and they scare humans, but never harm them. It says on the Wikipedia page here.
That's good. As far as I'm aware, this is a children's movie, so
yeah,
that makes sense.
And Jack Skellington, he's really good at it. He is known as the Pumpkin King.
Ooh, not the Pumpkin.
Not the Pumpkin.
Okay.
No.
Right. Nothing more to say about that.
He doesn't really love Halloween anymore. He's been doing it for a long time, and he's kind of sick of it.
Okay.
And there's a whole song about how he doesn't really like Halloween anymore.
Oh.
And then he finds Christmas Town instead, and he visits.
Oh.
And he finds Sandy Claus.
Nice.
Whose name is actually Santa Claus, but
this just isn't a driver's license.
He mishears it because there's a whole song about Jack Skellington talking about Sandy Claus. Don't worry about it.
Wait, is it a musical?
There are songs in it, yeah. How did you not know
This
that?
feels like something you should have included when I asked you what the pitch was.
Girls and boys of every age, wouldn't you like to see something strange? Come with us and you will be in this town of Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Oh, okay. I'm familiar with... Right, I've heard that. I've heard that little chorus.
Yeah.
Okay, well, apparently I just didn't know this. Right, fair.
Yeah, it's a good one. All the songs in it are really good.
It came out in 1993.
It's an old one, yeah.
Did you know that there's a sequel coming?
Excuse me?
In February 2019, it was reported that a new Nightmare Before Christmas film was in the works.
You can't you can't drop this on me mid-podcast.
I thought you would have known. Is this like your favourite movie?
Right now, in the middle of this very podcast.
I thought you would have known. In October 2019, Chris Sarandon expressed interest in reprising his role as Jack Skellington if a sequel film ever materialises. I thought you would have known this. He's gone. He's gone to research. Luke, I thought you would have heard the good news. This happened over a year ago, nearly 2 years ago.
I've seen the words live action remake and my eyes glazed over.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I think I had like some sort of mental episode.
Can you imagine? It's just like, yeah, that Disney have thrown thousands of millions of pounds into CGIing Jack Skellington as like
CGI Jack Skellington
as a hyper realistic skeleton.
I used to be really scared of Oogie Boogie.
I'm sorry,
who is the main villain?
How am I spelling this?
Of Jack Skellington. He's spelled OOGIE space BOOGIE. Also, there's a fucking Funko Pop of Oogie Boogie when he gets all of his fabric taken off of him.
Oh,
and it's
my God.
Fucking horrifying.
Yeah, I'm looking now. Jesus Christ, it's like covered in like what, maggots and stuff.
Yeah, because that happens in the movie. He gets unraveled and he's a bunch of bugs.
This is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, he's a scary looking guy. Weirdly, I'm not seeing consistent pictures of him. Like sometimes he's green, sometimes he's like a beige color.
I mean, he's like made of leather. So, like, he's that beigey one.
Why are there green ones? Why are there so many green ones?
I don't really know.
Yeah? Because we ended up on this topic, on this particular topic of discussion, because you said that a Halloween movie doesn't have to be a horror movie.
Yeah.
But then again, Luke, can you think of any other examples?
Oogie Boogie.
No, Luke. Can you think of any?
A Hotel Transylvania.
What's that?
It's the movie about there's people and they live in a hotel, and they're all Halloween monsters.
Oh yeah, I see. Oh goodness.
And other characters.
He looks like Despicable Me Man.
I believe they are made by the same studio.
There you go. So we've got. I'm looking at this cast of characters. There's Despicable Me Man mixed with American Dad. There's a lady wearing all black with black hair. I don't know what Halloween monster she is.
She's Dracula's daughter, I believe.
Okay.
In the canon. I believe there is also like a version of this that is. It has the young Dracula as the main character. Mavis is her name.
What, like a sequel or a prequel or something?
No, I think it's a sequel. I think it's it's called like. Fuck it. Hold on.
Oh, I'm seeing there are
Maybe
two sequels. There's Hotel Transylvania 2 and Hotel Transylvania 3.
Yeah.
These look quite fun, yeah.
I've heard that the first one was alright, actually.
Oh, but you haven't seen this one?
No, I've not seen Hotel Transylvania.
Okay, well, I still feel like you're fighting a losing battle here, because so far we've got, like, infinite horror movies. And
what about every single Addams Family movie?
They're spooky.
They're not scary, though, are they?
Oh my god, yes they are.
You have a hard time making that argument.
I've not seen it, but oh my goodness. Like, this is terrifying. They all look long dead. Are they all long dead? I don't know, I've not seen it.
I don't really know much about Addams Family, to be perfectly honest.
Okay.
It's not,
I'm seeing this like an animated one, but then there's also like live action
there's a
ones.
lot of Addams Family things.
Okay, one of them is just a beard with sunglasses on and a little hat. That's weird.
I think he's some sort of invisible person.
With a visible beard.
Yeah.
A visibly bearded person.
There's Thing. Thing is like the hand, I believe.
Is this still an Addams Family or is this a new movie? Because I'm pretty sure The Thing is
he's from the Addams Family. Sorry, he's an Addams Family member.
Right, gotcha. Okay.
Not a movie called Thing.
The Thing is a
not
movie.
the movie The Thing,
Yeah.
which is a
horror movie. See, motherfucker, I told you. Yeah,
there are
okay.
actually multiple The Things.
Oh, really?
There's many things.
There are many things. There's the one in the Fantastic Four. There's yeah,
it's unrelated.
in all 3 Fantastic Four movies. I think there's 3. Yeah, at time of recording. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, there's actually more, but
there is the 1990 something one. Oh my goodness.
Not a horror movie though.
Well,
so.
look, I don't know if you've seen the special effects.
Whoa,
Whoa! Halloween joke number 2-ish.
No, that's not a Halloween.
I'm saying
joke.
something scary. Halloween is the season of
it
scariness.
wasn't even really anything scary.
Yeah, well.
I can't think of any other Halloween. Okay, there is actually an easier way for me to find out. Halloween kids movies. Paranorman, Spooky Buddies, Goosebumps, Goosebumps 2 Haunted Halloween. Coraline is actually a good one, but Coraline is also quite scary.
Oh, Coraline's fucking horrifying.
Yeah,
I remember when it came out.
Quite a scary movie.
Jesus, yeah.
Unrelated to scary movie.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Luke, because I feel like, if I was to ever watch Coraline, I know what kind of vibes I'd get, because I had this, anecdote incoming. So when I was little and The Simpsons was on Channel 4, my dad would never, ever allow me to watch Treehouse of Horror, ever.
Too scary.
Because they even have those little warnings sometimes where it's like, hello, I'm Marge Simpson. That's not what she sounds like. But she'd be like,
me.
There you go. Put the kids to bed early for this one. And like that was all I ever saw of it. So I had like built it up in my mind as like, these are fucking horrifying or something. Obviously now, I'm a grown man. I can make my own decisions, I watch them. And this is less prevalent. I've seen like maybe the first 12 or 13 Treehouse of Horrors. And it's less prevalent now. But the first couple that I watched, there was still kind of an innate fear in me. There was still kind of...
you don't know what's coming.
Kind of, yeah. And like there was still... The way I was looking at them, like I think in one of the early ones, the Simpsons will go to like a haunted house, they live in there, and it starts driving them mad. And like Homer tries to kill his family or something. And it felt like...
All work and no play makes Homer...
something. Yeah. Exactly that one.
Go mad! Don't mind if I do. What did he fucking say?
I can't remember. It's been ages since I've seen that episode.
That's a good one.
It's a good episode in hindsight, yeah. But like, there's something about in creepypastas, like creepy stories on the internet, when it's like they found a cursed episode of Peppa Pig or something.
Spoken about creepypastas.
We'll get to them, Luke. We'll get to them.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But like, when they say like, they found a haunted episode of Peppa Pig or something. or like, you know, haunted. It felt like I was watching one of those. It felt like I was in a creepypasta, and I'm watching this fucked up version of The Simpsons where Homer's trying to kill his family. And I was like, oh fuck, this is horrifying. And I was like, genuinely a little bit afraid as I was watching it, which is kind of worn off now, but I still had, you know, from when I was little. In fact, when I was, oh my goodness, memory resurging, Simpsons Hit and Run. Okay. The PS2 game, right? At one point, it goes all spooky. It enters like Treehouse of Horror mode, and all the cars on the road and everything, they all become like witches on broomsticks and things like that. And I remember that was too scary for me to play. I had it on the PlayStation, and I had to get my brothers to beat it.
I think you might just be a child, Harry.
Maybe, but I remember, Luke, and this is the icing on the cake, because I remember sitting in my room with my brothers. They were playing it, and I was like watching in fear as they tried to complete the Halloween bits. And it was like winter time, and my dad came into my room, and like my brothers had both like they could drive, you know, they'd recently passed the driver's test and things like that, and they both had cars, and my dad was like warning them, like, yeah, make sure when you go out, if you go out when it's snowing, make sure you've got a blanket in your car in case you break down, because you could freeze to death, and make sure you don't turn the heating on, because if the heating in the car is broken, fumes can get in and you'll die. And I'm sat there, fucking like 9-year-old me, shitting my pants for 2 reasons. There's like genuine mortal terror being introduced to my life, and the Simpsons Halloween bit in the fucking Hit and Run.
Yeah.
And it was scary on 2 fronts, and that memory lives on in me today.
That does sound quite scary.
Yeah, and like genuine fear mixed with that. It's like
that. I mean, as an adult now, like that is the stuff I'm genuinely scared of.
What, like freezing to death in a car?
Freezing to death in my car, yeah.
Yeah.
My car that I don't own.
You don't own, but I mean that's the thing is though.
I've stolen someone's car
and you freeze to death in it. That is karmic justice in action. But like I don't know, because stuff like that. At the very least, I can do things to like prevent that. I can put a blanket in my car, and I have the knowledge.
Can't stop Frankenstein
ghosts.
Monster.
Can't stop ghosts.
Can't stop ghosts.
Yeah, like that's the thing. There's the phrase. I don't believe in ghosts, but I'm afraid of them. Like. I don't believe in ghosts at all. I've been having this discussion with multiple people who I live with because we want to do a Ouija board for Halloween. So I'm like, nah, man, the spirits, they're going to come. And I'm like, motherfucker, listen. They're not real.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, if I had, like, a paranormal experience, like a really, like, supernatural one, where it's like, I can't justify this, that would be pretty fucking scary. Like, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
how do you feel about that?
That would shake me. I am someone who, I don't think I've seen a ghost. But, like, when I was younger, I thought it was a ghost.
Have you not... So you've not had any kind of, like, scary things happen? Because, like, I've got stories, man.
Nothing like supernatural. Nothing supernatural.
Super supernatural. Hypernatural.
Yeah, nothing extremely natural.
So the most natural fucking experience you've ever seen.
I got attacked by a wild dog. It's fucking hypernatural.
So fucking natural. You guys won't even believe it. I don't know, man.
No, I don't think I've ever... Like, I'm trying to think... There was... This isn't a scary story.
Yeah.
But there was one time someone we knew apparently miraculously got better from terminal illness.
Yeah.
And they told us it was because they went to their local Sainsbury's and a angel came up to them and told them that they were cured. Which isn't a scary situation.
I don't know,
but
man.
It does make you think.
If you've seen like interpretations of angels, like if a fucking wheel of eyes,
came down.
yeah, rolled over to me and says, traditional angels are fucking terrifying.
Yeah,
like,
that would be pretty fucking scary.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
give you that. But yeah, there was a time when I was younger where I thought I saw a ghost.
Oh yeah, so many times. What do you remember? One incident in particular?
It was specifically like I was on a school trip.
Yeah.
With, you know, me and my school friends.
Yeah.
And we were at a not youth hostel, but like, you know, where we were sleeping for the night. And there was like a living area that we were all hanging out in.
I think you mean a dead area.
It was where I saw the ghost.
Oh, okay.
But we all went downstairs in the morning and were like heading into that area. And as we were going in, there's like a little window in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
And I looked through it and I swore I saw a face and I screamed and I ran out.
Holy shit.
And I said, "There's a fucking ghost!"
Yeah.
I didn't say frick.
There's a freaking ghost.
I wouldn't swear when I was a child.
Of course not. No.
But I got told off by the teachers.
Yeah.
For causing chaos. But I saw a ghost.
Oh man, there's a fucking ghost in the window. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean that's one when like. I don't know. When I was little, I was almost like searching for them because it's like it's a fun, scary story, right? Like, I remember staying in a youth hostel. It's always fucking youth hostels. It's just really haunted places.
I think it is probably just because it's like an unfamiliar environment, right?
Yeah,
so
probably.
It's easier for you to.
There's some shit going on in your brain. You're like, on edge or alert, or whatever. Yeah, like out the window in like a sort of when there's like ventilation shit outside. I thought I saw a nun. Yeah. For a brief second.
What the fuck? Specifically a nun?
Yeah, I remember they had like the like headdress and everything, and like the cloak, and like saw it for a split second. I was like, guys, you're never gonna guess what I just saw. Saw a nun outside. And they're like, oh shit. And then like I explained the story, and like this would happen, and that was like the first one, and then ever since then I was like just anything. Like I woke up in my room at home once, and I saw in my old box TV I had on my chest of drawers what looked like a boot in the reflection, and this became a ghost story. And like I went to school, I was like, guys, so I woke up
a shoe ghost.
But I pitched this as like, and then it became a whole thing of like, oh well, Nottingham used to be a city where mining was prevalent, so it could be the ghost of a miner maybe, and like it just spirals.
But just
into,
his shoe,
just his shoe that lives on. Yeah, so it reaches a point where you're just making this shit up.
Yeah.
I do have one genuine ghost story because apparently this is what the episode's become.
Okay, yeah.
This is one where like I don't know if I can explain it. It happened very recently. I was at work, and like the way it's all set up is this like little sort of booths, little like separate rooms, like suites that you can go in, and they've got like a little table and stuff like that. And kind of like when you go in. There's like a sort of almost like a bar, just a sort of long, thin table with some stools that people can sit at. You can eat food there or have drinks, or whatever, in these individual rooms. Mm-hmm. And that my job is to sort of look after the people in some of these rooms. And like I'm just waiting around. I go in every 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, to see if I can get anyone any drinks or any food or anything. It's quite late in the evening, and everything's in full swing. I'm just sort of stood around alone in this particular corridor. Nothing really to do. I think, I think I'll just, and this would happen sometimes. I'm like, I just want to escape the corridor. I just want to be somewhere else. And some of the rooms were empty, and so I thought, okay, I know these ones have got people in. I'm looking after them. I've been told it's on this sheet I'm looking at. There's no one in this room. I'll go in and look at my phone or something, or do whatever. Have a little mini break. And I open the door, and the lights are off in this room, and I see sat at this kind of bar-like table, hunched over and lying on the table, a figure. There's like as if someone had fallen asleep or worse on the table.
Yeah.
And I sort of look at it for a moment and then slowly close the door. And I'm like, okay, so I've just witnessed a corpse. Cool. Right. I then think, okay, I now immediately have to go and touch all the other door handles. So, like, if I'm interrogated by the police, it doesn't look like I knew. Yeah, so they can't find my fingerprints on just this door. And so I go and touch all the other door handles.
Okay.
And I'm, like, thinking about it. And I'm kind of like, I'm self-aware when it comes to this kind of stuff. I'm like, wait, someone probably hasn't dumped a body in here. I doubt someone has gone into a dark room just to die.
Uh-huh.
It's probably something else. But like it sticks with me, and probably like 20 minutes, half an hour later, I'm like, fuck, I really should go check on that, shouldn't I? And just if it is something, go report it. And so I fucking stand, I look at the door, I put my hand, I turn the handle, and there's nothing in there. I flick the light on, and there's nothing, and it's gone. And that's it. And that's the story. I can't explain it to you.
Harry?
Yeah?
I've got terrible news for you.
What?
It was a coat.
Yeah?
Probably, right? Like, just sort of there.
That does actually kind of make a lot of sense. But why would but why would someone put it in one of the empty rooms?
I mean, that's why the lights were off as well, right?
Lights were off.
It was probably like one of your co-workers.
But then I would have but I would have seen someone go in to take it out. There you go. I would have seen someone like because I was stood. This was like adjacent to the ones I was looking after, so I would have seen someone go in. Luke, I'm telling you, like
okay.
And then this is where if someone was telling this story to me and they were like, "This is why I believe in ghosts,"
you would also try and come up.
Yeah, and like Occam's razor and shit like that. This doesn't prove ghosts.
It was probably
it proves that you saw something you thought was something else. You know, maybe it was something. You know, it was just a part of the table because I lacked the perspective because I was in the dark and so it looked like something else. You know, there's all kinds of totally reasonable
unless
yeah,
it was a minor.
Sorry, I thought you meant like a kid,
not a child.
Yeah, I was like, well, like I found the corpse of a dead kid instead.
You found a dead child.
Oh, that's all right. Oh, thank fuck. Yeah, no, unless it could have been. Well, see, the thing is, like, if I'd gone in and saw a shoe on the table, then I would have known. I've seen his boot. Then it would have been a minor.
What if you saw the other shoe?
Oh, 10 years on, and it would come back for me. Holy shit, can you imagine? That would have been fucking crazy. I don't know, man. When it comes to all this stuff, like, it's always just a matter of... like often people try and use these like convoluted stories of like, and how could this happen? And it can't be that, and it can't be this, and it can't be this, can't be the explanation. But like the universe is fucking complex as hell. Are you familiar with the story of the Mary Celeste? I'll be brief if you're not.
Yes.
But yeah, but for the listeners' benefit, then it's basically this ship where it was rocked up one day and all the crew were missing. And they're like, "Oh, ghost ship." There was no sign of any like blood or combat or anything. And the long and short of it, like the solution to this story is like that they were shipping wine, and like because of the particular flashpoint, the wine combusted and it sounded like banging. So the crew thought they were under attack in the hold because they heard the explosions as the wines and it reacted with this particular kind of wood, and then that led to the crew thinking they wanted to flee, and so they grabbed some equipment and they tied a rope to their sailboat to the main ship to stay at, but then that broke, and so like people look at this like, oh, what could have happened? But in reality, you know, as easy as it is to jump to like aliens or ghosts or anything like that, it's just like really complex shit, right? Like,
yeah, just like a bunch of random events have happened in such an order that you think something real spooky's happening.
Yeah,
but really, it's probably just like one not very spooky thing.
Exactly.
Or a lot of
series,
not very spooky things. Yeah.
Do you have like a favorite like ghost story from real life, something like that, something like the Mary Celeste?
I don't know. The thing is, I do in general. I love hearing Reddit stories about like Ask Reddit whenever it does like a fucking what's your scary unexplained story.
Yes,
I love reading
they're
those,
great.
'cause I love just seeing like because I don't believe in the supernatural in general.
Yeah.
But I love reading scary shit.
Yeah.
I do think like what made that happen? Why did that go that way?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I know you're very familiar with, as we alluded to earlier, creepypastas and creepy internet stories.
I do love creepypasta.
Yeah. Well, what comes to mind with those? What are some of your favorites out of them?
I mean, I love creepypastas that are like folklore based.
Oh yeah.
Like he's overdone at this point, but Slenderman's so good.
Slenderman's
He's so good. He's so spooky.
He is.
He shows up in all your pictures, and he's just hanging out, and he takes the children away.
Yeah,
in general, I really like folklore and like horror folklore, and creepypasta is kind of just the modern iteration upon that, where folklore no longer has like a local element. Like I don't go to the fucking pub and talk about the miner that died 20 years ago in the mine next door. Why is it always miners?
I thought it was like, surely it'll be me telling this story, Luke, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I know how much you hate miners.
No, I go to the pub to tell people of this awesome tale, and I see in the reflection in the bar his miner's glove.
His glove.
Oh, there it is. He's following me around. No, but I totally agree with that. I've just pulled up a list of from some random fucking website, bustle.com. There's like a whole
list of creepypasta.
Well, look, this is creepy folklore that I'm looking at here.
Oh, okay.
I've not heard of really any of them. La Llorona, the Weeping Woman.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, because so many of them are fundamentally like local areas.
Yeah.
And I find that really interesting because, like, I mean, that's just cool, right? Like,
Yeah.
I used to have a book, when I was a child, I had a book of, like, monsters.
Mm.
And so many of them were, like, in this very specific, like, area of, Mexico.
Yeah, no.
There's this tale that they tell about this dude who comes to your house and asks you for 3 shillings, and if you give him a quarter, he'll stab you in the throat. And like, where the fuck do any of these stories come from?
Exactly, but it's like
so
weirdly specific enough and like weirdly like believable enough that like, ooh, that is kind of, that is scary. Whereas like I think the ones like where it is like, oh, and then there's a ghost who did this. But if it's like, ooh, if I even saying that, like, ghost stories can be scary, but I think the ones like Slender for me, where it's like just some kind of entity, like, is it a man? Is it a thing? Is it a ghost? We don't know, and it just does this thing. There's one that I found on this list of I just have to call out. I haven't had a proper read of it, but it's called the Human Eating Tree of Madagascar. Like, what the fuck?
That is pretty fucking scary. There are. One of the ones that's mentioned in this list as well is one that I was aware of.
Yeah.
Which is the Kuchisake Onna, or the slit-mouthed woman. There's a lot of, like, Japanese horror folklore that comes up a lot.
Okay.
That's one of them. She'll come up to you in the street and ask you if she's pretty, and if you say no, she'll kill her.
Yeah, you've told me about this one
kill
before.
You.
Yeah.
If you say yes, she'll kill you as well.
Oh, well, that's not much of a gimmick, but
the thing about a lot of the Japanese folklore ones is they always have like a way of beating them. There's a way of winning.
Oh, okay.
And you just sort of say like, I don't know, and she's like, oh,
fair.
All right, then. Bye.
Got you there. That's classic.
Yeah, there's like Akamanto is another one, and that's the one where they ask you to choose. They come to you when you're using the toilet in a public bathroom and ask you to choose between red or blue paper. Ooh. And they'll either kill you or kill you.
Oh, great. Is there a way of beating this one? Or do you say like, oh, I'll have the purple paper? Like, oh, shit.
You just have to run away.
Yeah, just like it.
If you say a colour that's not been offered,
here
you go, Wikipedia tells me.
Yep.
Picking a colour which has not been offered leads to the individual being dragged to an underworld or hell.
Oh.
So don't
Right, that's to be avoided, yeah.
And in some accounts, choosing yellow results in the person's head being pushed into the toilet.
Oh, no. But presumably...
It's swirly.
Getting a fucking swirly from a ghost. Oh, what a terrible fate that would be. Jesus.
It's not great.
But to be fair, you live to tell the tale, so...
I don't know if you do. I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, ghosts, how do we know about ghosts that kill people?
I guess someone has to live, yeah.
Yeah, like, I guess people have to have been swirled by this ghost, like, otherwise we wouldn't know about it. They would have heard him. They've been sat in the stalls in the public bathroom. They would have heard the ghost approach the person to their left, and they say red paper and they die. They hear the person on their right get approached. They say blue and they die. Some other fucker says, like, tangerine paper. They die.
Gets dragged to hell.
They get dragged off to hell. And then they come to you and you're like, oh, fuck it, yellow? And then they get swirled. But they get to live to tell tale. And that's where this comes from.
Yeah, you make it.
Yeah. And so, great PR for the ghosts. You gotta leave someone alive to tell us about it.
I love these fucking thing. Because, I mean, there was quite recently, I don't know if you're aware of this one, there was one that was making the rounds called Siren Head.
Ooh, that sounds familiar. Tell me about it.
So he's just a big creature with a siren for a head. But there was that like spooky video of like it like wandering in the background.
Jesus.
It looks pretty scary.
Yeah,
like,
man.
In general.
Wow.
I don't know what it is about. I think long, skinny things really do convey a lot of fear.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? This is something we've discussed before, Luke, in episode 7, I think, Cultural Landmarks, because we were talking about the Angel of the North, which is a big, wide, tall, imposing thing. Yeah. And I'm getting that kind of vibe from Siren Head, because it's just, like, it's not got, it's not like Cthulhu levels of body horror or creepiness or anything.
No.
It's just big and tall and lanky and imposing. That's what it is.
actually that big. In the original, so the original Siren Head was made by a pretty popular artist on Twitter.
Okay.
Who does a lot of this kind of real world horror art. He's called Trevor Henderson. It's really interesting. I would recommend anyone look into it.
Look at the show
He's made a
notes.
load of things. Siren Head's just one of them.
Okay.
He also made, I don't know if you're familiar with this, but it was called the Upside Down Face Man or something.
Maybe. I mean,
and it was like a horror story where it's like in the background of pictures where there's been tragedies, you can see Upside Down Face Man.
oh my god. Okay.
But the pictures were actually pretty spooky because a lot of Trevor Henderson stuff I'm not a massive fan of because I think it's a little bit too like it doesn't look very scary because it looks like a drawing.
Yeah, it looks like oh yeah.
But some of the stuff is like really gets me.
Well, I'm looking at it, and a lot of it is just sort of based around body horror. It's trying to goes down a sort of trypophobia route with all the sort of holes and gaps, and like it's it's a human figure, but their flesh has been all ripped up and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, I don't know if that's particularly scary, but
yeah, I found one that is actually fucking horrifying.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna stop browsing now.
Okay. Oh god, yeah. No, some of these are. Oh,
some of
okay.
them
Yeah,
are
I'm
very
done.
Scary. But yeah, I like the fact that modern horror folklore is still living on to today. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
It's like, back in the fucking 1700s, I imagine people would be real fucking scared if I talked about, like, I saw a ghost.
Yeah, I guess it's...
Because, like,
yeah.
what are they gonna... They're just gonna believe me.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, sorry, despite...
Are you still going?
I'm still going, because... I don't know, Luke. I mean, you're probably aware of my absolute hatred of Momo, the like creepy,
yes,
and how I can't, I hate them so much, and how I also can't stop looking at them. I've kind of got that going on. I wonder if there's like an evolutionary reason for that. I'm currently looking at this one, which I've just sent to you. Link in the show notes.
Oh, thanks.
It's
I love that.
Sort of a.
Oh yeah, this is the kind of one that I'm not afraid of.
Really?
Because I look at it and I'm like, that looks silly.
Okay, I guess there is a silliness.
It looks like a big silly baby.
So it's like a big bug-eyed like head with a bit of a torso and kind of like a insectoid leg almost, and it's sort of creeping through the door of a bedroom. Like, I assume this is probably just a picture of someone's bedroom with the monster added in. And I kind of hate this
paint
one.
Them all in,
yeah,
so.
I kind of hate this one because it's just so like terrifyingly real. Like, it's just a picture of someone's room, but with this thing that should not be here.
That is where a lot of the horror comes from with Trevor Henderson. Yeah, a lot of it is like very real, because a lot of them are just like pictures of the woods or like out of someone's window.
Yes,
and they're pretty fucking spooky.
It's man. It's powerful stuff, and I kind of think are there people who are like totally immune to horror? Because I know there's like horror buffs,
there must be,
but
right? like I assume so, right?
But like, surely there must be like, I don't know. Maybe there are
there's like
people.
A biological.
Yeah, exactly. It's an intrinsic thing.
It.
It's what helped us survive. When we were growing up through evolution.
Growing up.
Yeah, metaphorically speaking.
Trying to get you a picture of the upside down face man. It's called the man with the upside down face. And I keep fucking up its name every
upside
time.
Down face man.
And if you fuck up his name at all, it becomes illegible.
Yeah, the arch rival of playing favourites man. Upside down face man.
Here you go. Like this one.
I think I see the guy you're talking about, but I can't. The detail is so minute that I can't. Like, his face doesn't look upside down. I can't tell. I can't tell.
I'll find you. Hold on. I'll see if I can find you the like original picture. This is him being all spooky and shit. He's pretty much front and center.
Yeah,
it's
look
hard
at
to
him
miss him.
peeping through the window in this one.
Yeah.
It's like a car wreck, and he's just there peeping through the window.
He's just chilling, giving a little peek.
I don't know. This one isn't doing it for me. But I like it as a premise. I think if this was done really well, like I don't know if you've ever seen like makeup where people have made their face look upside down. It's fucking horrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. Upside down face makeup. Oh god.
No, don't send me any. I heard you clicking.
No, there it is. Look, it's like there's like some.
Oh, that is pretty spooky. Huh?
Yeah, especially because in this particular photo I've sent to you, I mean, you can't get rid of someone's nose. I mean, actually, I'm sure you could, but like,
there are two noses in this picture.
Yeah, I don't know. There's all kinds of examples. But...
Have you tried actually looking at it upside down?
Oh, good question.
Because I am doing that right now. You might hear me straining.
Oh, yeah, actually it looks quite good upside down.
It's so weird because it looks like
Yeah.
a person's face.
Yeah, wow, they've done a really good job. I've also seen, I don't think I'll be able to find these. I'd need to do some research. But I like pictures where like you look at it and it looks like, oh, this is an upside down picture of a person. But then you actually rotate the image round and you realise it is very much not accurate and not a...
It's that classic picture of Barack Obama where he's got his eyes in his mouth flipped upside down. But like you're looking at the picture upside down so you can't tell. And then you flip it the right way around and he looks all spooky.
Upside down Obama.
Barack Obama. Yeah, you'll find it.
Okay, I think I've got it. Yeah, it looks kind of normal. Yeah.
I think a lot of these are just pictures of Barack Obama that are flipped upside down.
Yeah, no, but then the one you're talking about is I see it. Yeah, okay, and I'm looking at one. Yeah, there's like a version where it's Adele, and yeah. No, this is a thing. Oh God, with Margaret Thatcher it is.
Yeah, the picture of Margaret Thatcher where she's got her.
Oh man, that's. Yeah.
Oh God.
This is a shining example. Good Lord. Yeah, this is no good.
Don't love it.
Man, that's a little bit spooky. So yeah, in summary, Luke, my favourite Halloween monster is Margaret Thatcher.
Is Margaret Thatcher. I mean, very reasonable and topical.
There we go. The Halloween joke number whatever. Number 3? Sure.
Well, a lot of people did say witches were their favourite, and...
Oh, well, in that case, Luke, I mean, if you're ready, I mean, fuck it, we've just gone off the rails.
Yeah,
We've been recording for so long.
No, I was going to make a joke about Ding Dong the Witch is Dead with Margaret Thatcher.
I see. That's what people said when she died, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, go ahead then. You've given us a good segue.
Yeah. Okay, let's go straight into Twitter.
Sure.
No even lead up.
Okay.
No even lead up. Okay, so... We had a lot of responses of witches, to be perfectly frank. We had, I say a lot, it was 2, but still. It's the only one we had multiple.
Cool.
And I think very reasonable as well. I think witches at the moment are they're in, right?
Are they?
Like, people love witches. The thing is, witch culture is kind of coming back into the discourse. Because there's a lot of people who are, like, not scary witches. Like, witches are a real group of people who, like, operate.
It's funny you should mention. I live with someone who is basically a witch. They read my palm yesterday. They did that. Okay. And I've also done a tarot card reading with them.
Just out of curiosity, do they want to use the Ouija board, or are they...
They're pro-Ouija. They're pro-Ouija board.
Okay.
They're hashtag team Ouija.
Have you told them that you have used a Ouija board in the past?
I have alluded to it. I have not alluded to the results of said Ouija board, which involved us covering the little thing that you move around in butter and then to sort of slick it up.
It's called the planchette, Harry.
Sorry, the planchette. Yeah, there you go. I did not go into that level of detail. However, but I kind of see that. I kind of see the value in witchcraft as like, because I do magic and stuff like that, and that card magic, and that's all about like deception, and I mean it's kind of like yin and yang in that card magic is all about deceiving people and sleights and things like that, and then witchcraft is doing that but not making it obvious that you're doing that.
It's particularly like it's
deception but treating it like it's obvious, and that's like there's nothing wrong with it as long as everyone knows that like it's a bit of fun and games and fun to lose yourself in.
Yeah, I think I agree. Yeah. I mean I obviously have no problem with witches. I know several witches.
Yeah.
I don't know if I do actually know anyone who identifies as a witch, but a lot of people I know who engage in witchness.
Engage in as a hobby, hobbyist witches.
I mean, actually.
It's cool. I mean, fuck, I know you've got tarot cards, Luke.
I have tarot cards.
Yeah.
Not because I use them,
but
but I do own them. Hold on.
I know that's a thing.
I'll shuffle them on camera.
Ooh.
On camera?
Can you do...
Not on camera.
Could we do like a... it takes a little while.
Audio tarot reading.
Yeah. Just give us one.
I'm going to shuffle them and see if you can hear it.
I can hear it. It doesn't sound like a very... Oh, no, okay. There you go.
I was like throwing them. I didn't really do a good job.
Could you pull out one card and then tell us what this means for the person listening?
Sure, I will do. I mean, this is going to be interesting considering the fact that everyone listening will get the same reading.
Yeah, but look, it's bullshit anyway. It doesn't matter.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
I have drawn the Queen of Pentacles.
Oh, but it's the boring ones. No, you gotta take out the boring ones.
I don't know what that means.
Keep going until you get an interesting
one.
one.
The major tarot.
Yeah.
Death.
Oh, great.
Wow, Harry.
But then, no, you did. It's okay, because death means change. That's what in the context of tarot.
Yeah, it doesn't have to mean a bad thing.
So it means, and also I think it means something. When you pulled it out, Luke, was it like facing you?
Upright, yes.
Okay.
It was upright.
So that means good. That means, things will change. If it was the other way around, it might mean that the listener would die. But thankfully, don't worry, listener. You're okay.
For now.
I do wonder. Sorry, it's only just occurred to me. I wonder if there's people listening right now who do believe in like witchcraft and things like that.
Yeah, probably.
But like, what do they think of this segment?
What? Like, what do you mean?
Of like you,
tarot
of you just pulling one out. Are they thinking like, oh, well, they're not doing it right, therefore it's meaningless? Or are they thinking like,
probably.
oh god, things are going to change in my life?
I'm not really doing it right, so don't...
If you believe in witchcraft, okay, I promise I won't be like an argumentative bitch with you. If you want to email in, right, playingfavouritespodcast@gmail.com.
If Harry is an argumentative bitch with you, I'll fight him.
Yeah, let Luke know if I'm an argumentative bitch with you. Okay. But I'd be genuinely curious to know, like, you know, for the people who believe this, like, how do you feel about us just, you know, whipping them out, or like the idea that it's false, you know, things like that? Because I don't know, I'm always fascinated by it.
Harry hates witches, is the thing.
No, because as I said, I have an appreciation for it as a performance art. Like I get that, and I think that's fun.
You're being very particular in your wording.
Yes, because I genuinely do. That is the aspect of it I enjoy, and so I can get that. However, when people do start selling it as real or that they can predict the future,
I think I do. I also have an issue with people like commodifying it because I mean, you know, it's. In many ways, witchcraft is a religion.
I guess so.
It's not. It doesn't have to be inherently religious, but there is a spiritualism to it, and I think that there is a lot of people who try and commodify that, and I'm definitely against that.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, you know, if you want to go out into the woods and make a fucking ritual circle, more power to you.
Absolutely.
Invite me. I'll come along.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. Don't invite Harry though, because he doesn't believe it.
No,
so he won't. I'll have fun. What do you want me to do? Light some candles. I can do that. I'll bring some salt if you need it.
That'd be alright.
You can get some chalk. I've got half a Ouija board if you need.
Perfect. There you go. From our previous endeavours. It's probably still covered in butter and spray oil, but
I've cleaned it.
Oh, that's all right then. Okay, fantastic. I was gonna say I'd probably start to smell otherwise, but
it's a fresh Ouija.
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe bring me in via Zoom or Skype, and then if I'm being too much of a bitch,
start being a bitch, we can just
hang up. But yeah, so God, Luke, we're getting so lost in the weeds here.
Yes, no, I know.
Witches.
We're running out of time.
But in summary, though, witches, they're good. I can read. They're a classic. They're a classic Halloween monster. Like
we love witches.
Yeah, all the lore behind them, and like, yeah, no, I'm so down for witches. And quick, give us another one.
Yeah, we're running out of time, so I'll go with one of the interesting ones.
Okay.
Cass wrote in. Yep. Thank you, Cass.
Mm-hmm.
Gremlins.
Like,
as in from the movie...
From the movie Gremlins.
Gremlins.
I haven't seen. Okay. So these...
Although, I think the Gremlins aren't actually the nasty ones. The Gremlins are good.
Oh, yeah?
But then there's, like, they turn into another creature, and they're the baddies.
Aren't you supposed to... You're not supposed to feed them after midnight.
Don't feed them after midnight. Don't put them in water.
Yeah. Choking hazard. Do not give to small children.
Oh, no. Wait. Okay. So, Gizmo is the main gremlin.
Okay.
But he's a Mogwai, I think they're called.
Right.
And Mogwais are the good ones.
Okay.
And gremlins are the nasty ones. Many people are injured or outright killed by the gremlins out rampage.
I don't know why. I guess I just sort of had it in my head as a children's
like a kids movie.
Yeah, but now that I'm thinking about it, it is like a classic horror movie. And like, it's kind of part of the deal that the gremlins are cute and then turn into monsters. That's like the whole point.
Yeah.
So...
I thought it was like a kids movie,
but,
though.
Yeah, I guess it totally makes sense that it isn't.
It's actually a horror movie.
Yeah.
Like a real horror. I'm almost certain I watched this movie when I was a child.
Oh, shit. I mean, he does come across that way. Maybe your parents just made a horrible mistake.
Like, I don't remember any of these things happening.
Oh
I
my
just...
God.
Jesus, that's... So many people die.
That's kind of messed up. I haven't seen it. Maybe we need to like watch it together as like a nice little.
We'll stay under the blanket.
Yeah.
So if you get scared, we can hide.
That's right. We'll do a playing favorites live commentary over the movie, and so you play the episode at the same time you watch the movie, and you get our reactions.
While hiding, Kate reveals her father died in a chimney while dressed as Santa Claus.
Thank you for sharing.
Which made her hate Christmas.
Oh. Thank you for sharing,
so sad.
Kate. Thank you for sharing.
Kate, I'm so sorry. You're not real. It's okay.
We don't need to apologise to you.
Well, we've really talked about monsters today, haven't we?
We've gone all in.
I've actually forgotten what my favourite was. No, I remember.
Okay, good.
I'm back.
God, we're going to need to... Next Halloween's going to be one hell of a time.
Yeah, I don't even know what we're going to fucking talk about.
But I guess we've reached that point, right, where it's favourite o'clock, spooky edition.
It's time to hit that favourite button.
I guess I'm in a bit of a predicament, Luke. I won't lie to you.
Okay.
I'm in a. You may have noticed I was a little absent during this last segment, as I'm thinking about my favourite, because it's not really a thing. I kind of have it in my head that it's a thing, but
oh, no.
I'm like Google image searching for a bunch of different stuff, and it's just
and you can't find.
And there's not really any definitive
Okay.
But I think people will be able to imagine what I'm talking about.
Okay. I might be able to help you once you tell me what it is.
Maybe. So this could be... I don't know. We'll see, but...
We'll see.
Luke, my favourite Halloween monster... What have I written it as in my little document?
Jesus.
I've written, Luke, that my favourite Halloween monster is Spooky Robot. Okay, so what I'm imagining is like a very classic robot, like it's got buttons and like a big square head and stuff.
Yes, no, I know.
But it's got like a hollow head and bits taken out of it and like wires, and it's very bedraggled, and it looks like it shouldn't like be functional or anything, but it's still like, you know, they like the main characters go and approach it, and then and it like stands up and like, you know, it shouldn't. How is this powered? It's not, but it's somehow there's like a ghost inside it.
You're talking about a ghost robot.
Yeah, it's got like some kind of spirit in it, like a spirit possessing machinery. I think that's like a fucking terrifying concept. And
Ghost in the Machine.
Yeah,
Ghost in the Shell.
There you go. And also, it's the main concept of the video game series Five Nights at Freddy's. So you know, that's like
your favorite Halloween monster is Freddy.
No, it isn't. It was literally
it's Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's. Harry,
you
can't hide it now. You've said it.
That's one of the reasons why I like that lore, because it's got this sort of Ghost in the Machine thing.
Harry, you don't have to hide it. It's okay.
No, I'm being serious.
It can be your favorite.
I hate this. No, because it's not even my favorite example of it. But
what's your favorite example of it?
Well, that's the thing, that I can't think of any examples.
What? You just said
like that. I can't. Like, I'm Google image searching for Halloween robot.
Yeah, literally the only thing I can think of is once as a child I dressed as a robot.
Yeah,
like for Halloween.
For some reason, it's a thing. Like,
yeah, I don't know really why that is a thing now that I'm thinking. But
that's my favorite Halloween monster, because it is this kind of spooky mechanoid. Like this thing shouldn't even be. It's not even related to souls or spirits.
If you Google Halloween robot, you get a lot of pictures of the types of robots we're talking about.
I think you get a picture of. If you Google like ghost robot or something, you get a picture of like, you get a video of like, you remember those Homo sapien robots you got like were around when we were little, of like they're like white and black, and they sort of remote control and they waddle along. Yeah, I had the Velociraptor.
That was a dinosaur.
Yeah, there you go. Nice. And like, yeah, that, I mean, I'm not talking about that. So I'm just saying it's difficult to track down. But I don't know. Yeah, like a scary. Yeah, like, again, I'm looking at these pictures of Halloween robot, and it is like a very classic square head and like dials and things like that. But I don't know. Obviously, a lot of these pictures are like, they're like kids in costumes.
Yeah, I mean, you've given an answer that I just don't have a...
Can you at least appreciate what I'm saying? This idea.
I get you. Like, I fully get you.
Yeah.
I don't... The thing is, I love robots.
Yeah.
I don't... Spooky robots to me is like fucking Terminator. He's kind of scary. He just kill you. Kill you dead.
I mean, that's not really the spirit of what I'm talking about, but I guess if if it helps get it across.
Hold on, I'm looking for horror movies with robots.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing that.
Oh, this is weird. One of the top results is Terminator.
No, Luke, hang on.
That's odd. That's strange, isn't it?
Right, I've searched for horror movies about robots.
Every single horror movie that has a robot in it is like, it's fucking.
It's Hal.
He comes in and he murders everyone. It's Hal, yeah.
No, so okay, I don't know most of these movies. Chopping Mall, Deadly Friend, The Terminator, Saturn III, Evolver, Class of 1999, Demon Seed. Oh fuck. Kill Command.
Hold on, wait. I'm reading the synopsis for Class of 1999.
Yeah.
A movie that came out in 1990.
Okay, cool.
3 ex-military robots are reprogrammed as teachers.
Wow. My God.
Okay.
This sounds amazing.
Curious.
Sure, that seems.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
this is peak bonkers idea 1990s movie. Is there a risk?
Class of 1999 2, The Substitute.
Oh my God! It got a shit sequel.
It got a sequel.
Holy shit! It's a direct-to-video film. It's direct-to-video about a new teacher at a troubled inner city school with students affiliated with gangs, drugs, and violence.
Yeah. Cinema's 8 scariest robots.
Oh.
Ash from Alien. Michael from A Boy and His Dog.
I don't know. See, I'm hoping
Colossus
the listeners
from Colossus.
are familiar with these.
Police bots from Elysium.
Yeah.
These are awful. That's not a scary robot.
Okay, I know who is a scary robot.
Okay, go.
Now, listeners, just
If you say Hal...
No. Just bear with me.
He's not a robot, he's an
because I guess it's kind of the point. I feel like I'm undoing my argument here.
Okay.
But look, I don't know if you're familiar with the Iron Giant. He's a scary-looking robot, right?
He's not scary!
Yes, he is. I'm looking at pictures of him now. He's got these hollow white eyes and this big steel body.
Kidding? Harry's favourite Halloween monster is the Iron Goddamn Giant. The nicest robot anyone has ever seen.
Don't misconstrue me. It's a big, scary robot. It fits all the criteria we were talking about earlier. Big and imposing and lumbering, right?
To be fair, he does sometimes go... He turns into a gun. And
yeah.
that's kind of scary when he does that.
There you go. But
then, that is kind of the whole point about the movie, is that he's not a gun.
Yeah, and sure, I'm just talking on appearance alone. He's very mechanical, very clearly robot-looking. I'll tell you what it is, right? There's a graph that used to be on the Wikipedia page for the Uncanny Valley. I donate to that. I'll see if I can track it down. But it talks about, how things... what the Uncanny Valley is, basically. It's like a curve of, negative human emotion, and it's when something's very clearly not human, it's fine, and as it gets nearly human, the likability drops. Are you
trying to tell me the Iron Giant looks like a human?
No. What I'm trying to say, Luke, is what happens is on the way up out of the Uncanny Valley, you get what is labeled is like a mechanical like a mechanoid or an automaton or something like that on the way out of the Uncanny Valley, something that is or perhaps, it might be on the way into the Uncanny Valley, because it's still obviously not human, and it's not quite like a creepy mask or a creepy mannequin or something, but it's still an imposing, scary monster, of a thing. It still has monstrous and scary qualities about it. Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
Sorry,
here?
did you just call the Iron Giant a monstrous, scary thing?
I'm saying kind of yes. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, kind of yeah. He's kind of a scary-looking guy.
Dare you?
He's kind of a scary-looking guy.
I actually cannot believe this. I'm stunned.
No, I'm
upset.
I'm going to take a stand. I can hear my votes on the Twitter poll withering.
They're dropping rapidly.
But fuck it. No, I'll stand for this. Yeah, he's a scary-looking robot. I've not seen the film. I know he's a nice guy.
Scary-looking
He's
robot.
fucking terrifying. He's a huge steel mass with terrifying glowing white eyes.
Good.
He's fundamentally terrifying.
He's Superman.
No, he's just a big, scary monster who's huge. He's bigger than...
He's very large.
Yeah.
That is kind of in his name.
Yeah, the Iron Giant. Yeah.
He's not called the Iron Man. Wait.
I don't even get me started on that, Luke. Wow. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Spooky robots is what I've got written down.
Okay.
So
Sure.
That's it. What's go on? What you got? What's your favorite Halloween?
What do you think? Go on.
Monster. Yeah. See,
It's a really easy one.
it's probably something. I'm leaning towards vampire. Something like that. It's got to be a classic. Maybe a werewolf.
We haven't even talked about werewolves.
I actually have the board game Werewolf sat right next to me, but yeah, but no, they're my two guesses, and I'm guessing it's not either of those.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Yeah, okay, go on.
It's Sir Jack Skellington, the Pumpkin King.
Oh, okay. So you're saying
What?
So he's your specific.
He's the specific version. The generic version will be a skeleton.
A skeleton, like a spooky skeleton.
I love a skeleton. I love a spooky skeleton. Yes.
Okay, right. So that's your answer. Fair. I mean,
That's it. End the episode.
I mean, like he is. Okay, Jack Skellington.
I love him.
Okay.
He's lovable.
I'm sure it doesn't help that I haven't seen the film. He does look kind of scary, I guess.
He's a pretty spooky looking dude. He does do some scary things in the movie.
Didn't you see him at Disneyland, or like your mum went to Disneyland?
My mum did see the Disneyland costume for Jack Skellington, and it is the scariest. Like, that's not okay. That's not allowed.
Oh man, I think I'm looking at it. Yeah, it looks very.
I found a picture. Yeah, it's not good. The costume, they have like a weird. It's not good.
I assume like I don't know if you're talking about. So some of them have like the head shape of like a grey alien, like look grey.
Some of them have like an actual just like he does look kind of like some sort of ET creature. But he has like a weird stitched up mouth.
Wait, he has that usually, right? Doesn't he?
Yeah, I know, but like why did they do it? Why is his head so bulbous? I don't like him very much.
You're saying you like spooky, scary skeletons?
I'm saying Jack Skellington or spooky, scary skeleton creatures, yes.
I mean, spooky, scary skeletons, the song is iconic. But it's got to be the remix. The original isn't very good. Do you know the remix I'm talking about?
Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine.
Have you heard the difference between the remix and the original?
I have.
Like, I mean...
I like them both.
I mean, I can appreciate the original, but...
I like skeletons.
Yeah, like, and... Yeah, it's...
We're so sorry, skeletons.
You're so misunderstood. You only want to socialize, but I don't think we should. That's good. That's very good.
Why didn't the skeleton go to the party, Harry?
Quick, alternative punchline. He was eating ribs.
He had no skin in the game. That's the thing, Harry.
Is that the actual punchline?
No, the actual punchline is
It was in the living room and he's long dead.
He had nobody to go with.
He had nobody to go with. Fuck. So many punchlines.
so many.
Some of them were even good. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's a reasonable answer. I don't have a lot to say. I don't know why skeletons... Actually, no, I kind of do know why skeletons... Because it's like, death. It's just an image of death.
Harry, there is a skeleton inside of you right now.
Let's try. I do think about that.
And that's pretty fucking It's the same thing as ghosts, really, when you think about it.
Yeah,
because when you die, you leave two things behind:
your skeleton and your ghost. God, and a zombie.
And a zombie. Well, you can't have a zombie and a skeleton.
No, I reckon you could. Just like a sack, sort of slithering along.
Just skin. There's another famous skeleton that I do quite like a lot.
Yeah.
His name is Death.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Can I change my answer?
Do you want to change it to the Grim Reaper?
To, like, a Reaper.
Yeah.
That imagery, man.
No, you can't. You've already you've put your fucking foot down.
I mean, to be fair, though, is that like a kind of Halloween monster? Like, a Grim Reaper?
Yeah, I think so.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
Can it not be, so I don't have the option to change my favourite?
No, I think I'll allow you to change it, but I want everyone to have listened to this podcast episode first to know that you were fully ready to say the Iron Giant was your favourite Halloween monster.
I feel like the thing is, like, I've made my bed and now I've got to sleep in it, because
I want you to, because then it means I will win the vote.
I think I'm gonna
without question.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to upgrade Grim Reaper to honourable mention. But
he's lovely. We love the Grim Reaper.
Yeah,
There's so many really good depictions of the Grim Reaper.
Oh, so many.
Like
Thanatos.
We love him.
From
that's not correct.
Yeah, he is. He's like he's got a big scythe and shit. Like in a lot of depictions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, yeah, that's sad, but yeah, that's my honorable mention. I love that kind of imagery. It's so like scary and iconic and like easily replicable.
Grim Reaper attacks San Diego area woman in her bathroom.
Jesus, I mean,
well, I mean, that is kind of what he does, right?
That's his job. Yeah, he goes over.
The Grim Reaper is coming to Florida beaches.
Oh no! If we have any listeners
Jesus.
there, lock your doors. Paint a cross in goat's blood. Do anything you can.
What the? There's a picture, and it's the Grim Reaper sat as a lifeguard on a beach.
That's very.
Which is really macabre.
I guess so, but he's it's important. He's got a little side gig.
Wait, no,
He's got a little
right?
side gig.
Because if I'm starting to drown in the water, he's not gonna come get me out to save me.
You'll see him swimming towards you in the water,
and I'll think, "Oh fuck, that's it."
You'd swim away from him further out to sea. You'll see like the real lifeguard coming for you, and you'll see the Grim Reaper coming for you. Oh fuck! Hope one of them gets here before the other. Oh shit, that is fucking hilarious. All right, look. Well, funnily enough, in a quite the twist, I actually hear people in my kitchen playing the card game Werewolf.
Playing favorites.
No, they're playing favorites in there. No, they're playing Werewolf, which is very on brand for this episode, and they're making quite a lot of noise. So we should probably wrap it up here.
It's okay. You can go play.
No, I'm saying because this is going to be very late, and we've spoken for hours.
We are like, yeah, we are hours.
Okay, we've spoken for like over an hour. It's been quite the episode. Wow. I think it's been aptly spooky, right?
Oh, it was a coronavirus thing.
Wait, what?
It was a coronavirus.
Your favorite Halloween monster is the coronavirus?
No, the Grim Reaper was on the Florida beaches because it was a coronavirus thing.
Oh,
Harry,
gotcha.
Because I didn't realize it was topical.
Right, okay, it's very...
That's pretty good, though, right? That's pretty good.
See, look, but when people listen to this podcast 1,000 years in the future, they don't know what the coronavirus is. Look, it doesn't matter.
Are you trying to tell me they'll still know what robots are?
No, I'm not... Look, that's not...
Or Jack Skellington! I hope he lasts this test of time.
Can you imagine if he outlives global pandemics? Well, I don't know.
I really want him.
He's an icon. That's it, everyone. That's the end of episode 13 of Playing Favorites. Our first special.
Oh my fucking god, I just reopened our Discord and showed the upside down face woman.
Oh, fuck. Careful.
That was so spooky.
I've just got her watching me. I've had her watching me the entire time.
I jump scared myself, Harry.
What a way to end. Oh, fantastic. But yeah, we thank you everyone for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. This has been good. A very special episode, a very spooky episode.
A special and seasonal episode.
Yeah.
What's our next seasonal one? Christmas.
Probably Christmas by the looks of it, but yeah.
Can do a bonfire night episode.
We'll see about that. I think we're striking minor holidays from the list. But we'll see. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a good and fun and safe Halloween, or is having one. Maybe you're listening to this podcast like the second it comes out. Maybe you're at like a cool kid Halloween party, and like there's a Halloween party in Mean Girls. I mentioned that earlier in the episode. There you go. Maybe you're at that style of Halloween party and you're playing it over the loudspeaker. Someone's like, pass the aux, you better not play trash. And you're like, oh, don't worry. And then you put on this episode. If that happens, please get in contact.
That's wonderful.
That sounds hilarious. But yeah, fantastic.
Start playing spooky, scary skeletons.
Oh, yeah, that's a genuinely good answer.
That's actually a good idea.
Once it gets to this point in the podcast, now switch over to spooky, scary skeletons. Fantastic. Assuming the people haven't left after an hour of this random podcast that you've played. But look, we're getting lost in the weeds. If you want to get in contact with us, we are on Twitter at PlayFavorites. Remember that Favorites has a U in it, because it's spelled in the UK way. And we tweet out when we are doing an episode. If you want to get your favorite of a thing featured on the episode, we do tweets for that. And we do polls for all the episodes on who had the better opinion, which we haven't done one for the episode before this, Stars of Cope, but that'll be happening at some point, or will have happened when this episode comes out. Don't worry about it. Don't think too hard about it. But that's the thing. And also, you can email in playingfavoritspodcast@gmail.com with all kinds of stuff. Episode suggestions, your favorite things. I don't know, spooky if you believe in witchcraft. Anything. Get in contact. We'd love to hear from you. Luke, that's it. That's the end of the spooky time has come to an end. Remember we had a narrative to this episode. Remember we're like a ghost and a vampire sat in a spooky room. I don't know what happens now. Like,
boo!
Ah!
There you go.
Yeah?
Close.
But you're saying that's the end of the episode?
Hard cut. Is there anything else to say? We done all the outro.
Yeah, I
stuff,
think that's
right?
everything. So, boo!
Oh, you got me.
That one will have gone.